Well, this year marks a milestone for one of our state's most beloved traditions. The Washington State Fair is celebrating its 125th anniversary, and it's doing so in grand style with $28 million in renovations to mark the occasion. And joining me to discuss what's new is Fair spokesperson Stacy Van Horn. Hello, Stacy.
Good morning.
Good morning. Congratulations on 125 incredible years. So obviously opening day is right around the corner. What can people expect this year?
You know, I think what's most exciting for us who work at the fair and people who grew up in this area, 125 years is a long time. We were talking earlier, not a lot of things last that long anymore. So since 1900, we're just so excited. What we like to say is that the state's biggest party is hosting its biggest party ever. And so what does that mean? It means that we went from being this little neighborhood celebration of the harvest to 175 acres that throughout the years has had so many things come and go. You know, we are really about nostalgia. And so you talk about tradition, we're bringing back Do the Puyallup. And I think that's probably the biggest thing people can expect. You didn't even have to really grow up here. If you've ever been to the fair, if you've ever heard that jingle, it gets stuck in your head. We've reinvented it and brought it back, and we're just super, super excited for it. And then the biggest thing we've done is $28 million in renovations.
What are the big changes?
Yeah, so $28 million is a lot. So you're gonna see some changes right when you arrive. So 9th Avenue, we've worked with the city to create a festival street, and one of our main gates, the Gold Gate, is getting a huge overhaul. We're getting a lighted entryway. We're gonna have a big stainless steel W. We have an interactive water feature. We got rid of the fountain. You know, I think what people are gonna see is that there are some things that they loved that are no longer there, but we want things to be safe. We want to keep things fresh and elevated while also honoring, you know, agriculture, obviously.
Absolutely. And we have the food hall we want to talk about and a new rooftop bar. Whoa.
Yeah, so the rooftop bar is what I'm most excited about. It is a 3-level rooftop bar. It is absolutely stunning. It's coming together so quickly. I've spent a lot of time up there, you know, figuring out where I want to hide after I get off of work each night. You can actually see the grandstand stage.
Whoa.
I don't know if that was in the blueprint, but it's there. So if you're up there drinking and you look that way, you're going to be able to see the concerts as well. But it's so amazing, and it's the best views of the entire fair.
Thank you so much, Stacy. And now we have the James Beard nominated chef who's overseeing this new food hall concept. Mitch Mayers is in the kitchen with me, and I hear we're making one of my favorite fair foods, the elephant ear, but this one is elevated, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit different than, you know, standard. We're gonna go with birthday cake elephant ears.
So kind of almost like a funfetti, which I'm obsessed with.
Yes.
So how do we get going?
So we've got the dough, which is basically like a brioche style dough that we made. It's got all of the funfetti flavors that you would expect in there. And we're just gonna roll it out.
Roll it?
Yeah.
Is there a certain like consistency with that, like not too thick, or what are you looking for?
We're looking for pretty thin. It's gonna puff up as it cooks.
Okay.
But, you know, everyone likes their elephant ears a little bit different. Some people like them a little bit crispy. Some people like them a little bit doughy. I'm personally more of the doughy side.
I was going to say, can we make it a little doughy?
Yes.
Yay.
Yes.
Okay. And what do we have here?
Just this classic fryer oil.
Okay. So if you don't have a fryer, you can kind of do this at home with just a setup like this.
Yeah.
Okay. How long does something like this
In a
cook
big
for?
fryer, probably about a minute. We'll see how long this takes, but it should be pretty quick. Hopefully we got it reheated the right way it should be.
Amazing. Well, before I try, tell me too about the 6 distinct restaurant concepts that are in this new food hall.
So the first one that we're kind of featuring in this is called Dough. You can see the branding right there.
Oh.
Where it's basically all things sweets and treats. We've got cinnamon roll monkey bread. We've got carrot cake elephant ears, your classic elephant ear, the birthday cake elephant ear. We also have Big Mouth Sandos right next door, kind of our style of like a New York style sandwich. Fat Panda with bows and bowls. Benji's Diner after my grandfather, who was the original owner of the company that we've had on the fairgrounds for about 70 years. The Pier is our version of Northwest Classics.
Yeah.
And then Upper Crust, which is Detroit style pizza.
Oh my gosh. Okay, and you brought something else delicious here. What else while this is cooking did you bring?
So we brought the lobster roll is kind of famous on the East Coast. We thought, you know what, there should be a Seattle style version of it. So we got the smoked salmon roll. It's got cream cheese, tartar sauce, a little bit of bay shrimp in there as well.
Oh.
And then chives, scallions, and then on a brioche bun.
Where is that one located with the restaurants that you said?
That's going to be at the pier.
At the pier.
Yep. And
okay. What are you doing here too? You're flipping when it gets puffy, or what are we looking for?
Yeah, looking for it to get golden brown. It's taking a little bit longer than we'd like, but that's okay.
Hey, that's okay because we can still chat and it gets me hungry. What other dishes are you most excited for people to try? Because I feel like this year, you know, it's a big year. We need to do it big. So what are some exciting
So also
things?
at the pier, we've got Seattle-style corn dog. So think just your classic corn dog, cut in half, and then stuffed with cream cheese, caramelized onions, just kind of just over the top, but also amazing.
Yeah.
All the Detroit-style pizza, we're making all the dough in-house. We're getting Wisconsin brick cheese brought in. So it's going to be just, you know, that classic fair pizza. It's going to have, we've got one that's got corn dogs on top of it, chicken fingers, nacho cheese. So kind of just bringing a little bit of that nostalgia. I grew up going to the fair every year.
Wow.
And so wanting to bring some of those classic flavors of the fair, but just taking a new kind of just elevated approach.
Are you coming up with all of these ideas? You have like a focus group? I mean, I think the Seattle dog, the corn dog is genius. Can you take full credit for it?
I cannot take full credit. I have absolutely got help of people from that are helping me as well. So I've got people that I've worked with for over the years. I've worked in Seattle for 15 years. And just kind of helping go together. So.
Amazing. Okay, I know it might be a little like early, but we're going to put the spread on. We're going to do it. And so what is in this spread when we're putting this on?
So it's basically just your classic funfetti. So we'll go ahead and put some sprinkle of that sugar on.
This is first, okay.
Yep.
I'm not shy with it.
Yeah, go for it.
I love dessert.
Okay, go ahead and go the other side. You can.
Okay, yum.
Okay. Yep, put it on.
Okay, this does look like a funfetti.
Yes. Sprinkles, cream cheese, sour cream, powdered sugar, a little bit of that birthday cake extract.
Yum. Okay, I'm going to dive in and taste.
Yep.
What is your favorite thing? You were saying you have kiddos, so what are their favorite parts of the fair rides and so forth?
They're all about the animals. That's kind of what I grew up. I love the animals and the food, but it's, you know, just seeing there's tons of people watching as well, but it's really about the food and the animals for our family.
I completely agree, and this is delicious. Oh my gosh, elevated. Love it, love it. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, our pleasure.
And the Washington State Fair runs August 29th through September 21st. Just visit the website that you see on your screen for tickets. Early bird admission prices are available through August 21st. And kids ages 18 and under are free opening weekend, August 29th through September 1st. That's Labor Day.
New Day Northwest is sponsored by the Washington State Fair.